In today's episode of Declassified Aliens, the Alien Settlement Agreement, Norfolk, Virginia, Billy Turrentine, Episode 3, we will be exploring the documented experience of a young schoolboy named Billy whose photography skills brought him more attention than he was ready for. Front page news. FBI interviews. You know, a normal day in the life of a schoolboy. Here is the first document that was received by the FBI on July 30, 1947, concerning some strange photos that were taken in Norfolk on July 8, 1947 by none other than Billy Turrentine. Office Memorandum. United States Government. 2. Director, FBI. Date, August 8, 1947. Subject, SAC, Norfolk Flying Discs. Bureau Bulletin Number 42, dated July 30, 1947, Series 1947, wherein information is set forth pertaining to flying discs. There is enclosed with this letter a newspaper clipping from the Norfolk Ledger-Dispatch, dated July 9, 1947. The photograph appearing on this clipping is alleged to represent a flying disc which was observed by Billy Turrentine, a Norfolk schoolboy, who was successful in photographing the object with his small camera. Billy was interviewed on August 8, 1947 by Special Agent A. Redacted, at which time Billy informed that the original negative was given by him to a Mr. Brown of the Photo Craftsman Service, who in turn furnished the negative to the International News Service. Billy advised that he has an agreement with Mr. Brown whereby the latter will share equally in any profits derived from the use of the negative by commercial firms or newspapers. As of August 8, 1947, Billy has not received any remuneration for the use of this negative. He informed that he was sitting on the front porch of his apartment, which is located on the 3rd floor at 410 West 14th Street, Norfolk, Virginia, around noontime on July 8, 1947. He had read numerous newspaper articles pertaining to flying discs, and decided to sit on his front porch in the hopes of seeing one and attempting to photograph it. On July 8, 1947, Billy observed a large, black object moving rapidly through space, proceeding from the southwest to a northeast direction. He said the black object was followed by two smaller objects which also proceeded in the same direction. Billy explained that the objects were moving at a very fast speed which appeared to him to be much faster than the speed of an airplane, and further, that the objects appeared to be extremely high. He said that they were much higher than the average plane travels in the city of Norfolk and appeared to be above the clouds, and that a white mist followed each of the three objects. Billy was unable to state what the black objects represented, but admitted that they could have been large balloons. He indicated that he has observed small, toy balloons flying through the air, but that definitely these were not the toy-type balloons. He said that when he first observed the objects, they were at such a great distance from him that it was not necessary that he raise his head in order to see them from his porch on the 3rd floor of the apartment building. He immediately turned around to obtain his camera and estimated it took him approximately 20 to 30 seconds, at which time the discs were almost directly over his apartment and it was necessary that he stoop and look up almost perpendicular in order to obtain the photograph, which accounts for the porch railing being shown in the newspaper clipping. Billy pointed out that the day on which he took the picture, the weather was hazy and somewhat cloudy, and there was a slight breeze blowing from the southwest in the general direction of the northeast, which is the same direction traveled by the black image which he photographed. Inasmuch as the Army authorities in the Tidewater area of Virginia are cognizant of the above information, no further investigation will be conducted by this office in this matter. When viewing the photo, it makes me question the authenticity of it because of a couple reasons. The first is that there is no blur, yet he claims they were traveling at a high rate of speed, faster than any airplanes he had seen, and this was a small camera back in 1947. The photographic technology back then was not like it is today. There was no anti-blur or action mode, And even if they were so high up that they appeared slower than actuality, then this photo would be depicting a very large craft I would consider more of a mothership coming into Independence Day our asses. That brings us to page 25 of the UFO Section 1 documents and to the end of Billy's encounter of the first kind experience. And the end of this shorter than normal video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It is the easiest way to support the Declassified Aliens channel. Thank you all, and just know I appreciate all of you.